Well, there's only 2 more NECA figures to review, and in the polls, it was so close, this particular figure only won by 1 vote. Post-fight Apollo Creed. Now, this particular figure with just a few minor things is pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and get right into the review. Well, here we go again with the packaging. If you haven't seen my other 2 Rocky figure reviews, please watch the Apollo Creed pre-fight figure review, because I go in depth on the detail of the packaging. The packaging on all of these figures is exactly the same, and it really pisses me off. It is exactly the same for the Apollo Creeds. They didn't change anything. It doesn't say Apollo Creed battle damaged, Apollo Creed post-fight, it just says Apollo Creed. And the back is exactly the same. It doesn't even show a post-fight picture of Apollo Creed. We get the pre-fight picture. I mean, if I held the Apollo Creed pre-fight box and the Apollo Creed post-fight box next to each other and showed the back, you would have no clue on which figure it is. It's just ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in NECA, and you guys already know that. So just like my other 2 NECA figure reviews, the packaging is getting a 3 out of 10. And here's something I haven't even brought up. I've had people come over here and look at my Rocky collection. And then they get to the NECA figures and they say, well, what's the difference? What's the difference? I mean, can you tell right now, just looking at this? I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference? They didn't even pose them differently. I mean, give us something, for crying out loud. Terrible. Now, what can I say besides it's a masterpiece head sculpt? They got this head sculpt completely right. I mean, look at Apollo's eyes, like his grimace. That is exactly like the movie. From the right side, from the left side, from the front. You can't get any more perfect than that. Let's go ahead and look at a comparison. Check that out. Pure awesomeness. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. This is the best Apollo Creed head sculpt I have ever seen. The likeness is perfect. 10 out of 10 for sure. There is nothing that I can even find negative about it. Awesome job, NECA. Awesome job. Well, NECA did it again with the detail. I mean, it is perfect. They got the American flag trunks perfectly accurate. And something I haven't even mentioned in the other Apollo Creed video is that the stars on the trunks actually go all the way around and up the side, unlike the Jakks Pacific Apollo Creed figure. We got Casanova on each glove, and the boots are spot on, just like the movie. However, something kind of bothers me. Take a look at Apollo Creed. His face is busted up bad. But there is no sign of damage on his body. Very strange. The pre-fight Rocky and post-fight Rocky not only have different head sculpts, but there's battle damage on Rocky. Rocky has blood on his trunks and on his body. Why didn't they do that with Apollo Creed? There is not one sign of blood anywhere on his body. It's like Rocky just pummeled his face over and over again, and we all know Rocky goes for the body. So this is pretty much the only problem I had with this figure. I have no idea why they didn't put battle damage on the actual body of Apollo Creed. I mean, his head is busted up. You look at the Rocky post-fight figure, he's got blood all over him. I mean, where's the battle damage? I'm not really quite sure why they didn't do that, but that's why I'm not going to give this a 10 out of 10 for Attire. I'm going to go ahead and say 8 out of 10. I just really don't know why they would put the battle damage on Rocky but not on Apollo, so I have no idea. 8 out of 10 though for Attire. So I'm not going to rate the accessories because the NECA figures are not going to come with accessories. However, I will rate the articulation and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, just like the other 2 NECA figure reviews I've done, because there are so many points of articulation and it has the most articulation of any figure that I've seen. So 10 out of 10 for articulation. Well, overall, the Apollo Creed post-fight figure was pretty good. Now, there's only one more NECA figure left to review. It's the pre-fight Rocky, so there won't be a vote for which figure to review next. Once that figure is done being reviewed, I'm going to hopefully start doing some more Sylvester Stallone movie reviews, starting with First Blood, and also reviewing in detail my Jack-specific figures, which should be really fun. I have some great ideas for that. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.